Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Okay, sorry about that. I am here. I've been talking. Apparently, it just hasn't been coming through the way it should have been. As we are here at the Speedway of iRacing, as we're here at the iRacing Super Speedway. Teresa Spiker ends up coming in with the pole so far with a 55.989. Puts herself out front. Everybody now is getting ready here as 40 seconds tick down here in qualifying. You have 4 drivers who have yet to go and qualify. They're down there at the bottom of the tower. Presley, Peacock, Fieldler, and Morton. Great job here so far as we're getting ready for the grid here momentarily. All right, here's our starting grid. Teresa Spiker out front with Logan Gill there in second. On that second row, inside in third is going to be Justin Hollings with Levi Williams starting his outside in fourth. Rick Baldwin in fifth with Jimmy Pyle and Rowdy out there in sixth. James Wagoner rolls off tonight in seventh. That's inside row number 4 with Greg Jolly out there in eighth, his outside. Back there in row number 5 on the inside in ninth position, that's going to be Tim Richardson with Jeff Scott on his outside there in 10th. Row number 6, that's going to be Adam Sprinkle down there on the inside with Robert Lynch Jr. there on the outside. Starting back here in 13th is Brian Hennings, and starting outside row number 7 is going to be Johnny Hurst rolling off in 14th here tonight. Eric Coppathorne here in 15th is Ryan Hunter rolling off in 16th. That's outside row number 8. Inside row number 9 in 17th position, that's going to be Larry Fairman with in 18th. On the outside of row number 9 is going to be Chris Ramsey. In 19th, inside row number 10 is going to be Kane Bell with Matthew Barker Ace to his outside starting 20th. Jerome Cooper tonight rolls off 21st with Caden Gray out there in 22nd. Liam Beebe out there in 23rd with Mike Presley in 24th. 25th tonight, that's going to be Mark Morton with Edward Fieldler rolling off tonight 26th. And back here at the back of the pack, last but not least, there is Nathan Peacock. Everybody's getting here off of pit road, and I don't know if we have Nathan or... Wait a moment here. Let me scratch that. We do have Nathan. I don't know if we have... Does not look like we have Mark. Mark may have missed the grid. All right, as we come back down here, through off of corner number 3, I believe. Yeah, we're in corner number 3. Hopefully everybody can hear me. Everybody can hear the racing action as well. How we get ready to start this one off. High speed racing around the iRacing Super Speedway. Out there in front, Teresa's going to lead them off. Head in here, corner number 1. I'm a little confused at the moment. I'm not used to seeing different makes. Dodge looking pretty good up there, but ends up in the outside wall here. They all come storming by him now. That's Logan Gill up into the outside wall. They all come storming down here through corner number 3. Hang on to it. Way, that speed will get you here. They come rolling here off of turn number 4. Back around here onto the front stretch, and just look at these cars weave and bob all over the place. They come down here through the restart zone and into the stripe as they're side by side out there in front. Teresa there in the 70 machine trying to get back up there towards the front. As you see, Wagoner there as well in that number 30 down there on the inside. Teresa in that 70 now, looking down there on the inside. Everybody comes storming down that backstretch. Got a decent pack here, keeping it together as they are 3 wide here. Working it down there in the corner number 3. Possibly maybe pushing 4 wide there, as this track is definitely wide enough for it. And work here off of 4. Guys, this track's wide enough. You don't have to be squeezing everybody. And caution is out. As we got 1 up and over, 2 up and over. Wow! Carnage here at the iRacing Super Speedway. Try to see if we can diagnose what all went on here. Oh, here they go. You'll watch them just kind of get together. And then they just squeeze down into the inside. Collect the 7. There you see, I believe, trying to figure out who. That's the 13 there getting up in the air. Larry Fairman. Backwards now, the 7 gets tipped up. Oh, here we go. The 3 gets sideways. I thought I saw the 3 go tumbling down the speedway. The 13 comes in and gets hit. Now he's going to go rolling. All right, that's Chris Ramsey in that 13. Who's the other? Man, what all took place there? We watched this driver go. Not sure what happened to actually send him completely rolling down the front stretch. This is Johnny Harris getting tapped there. He ends up sideways, tries to save it. Ends up chasing it up, and oh, he gets hit from behind, and it picks him up. Sends him tumbling down that front stretch. And there's just no time to react. And you'll see here, it all just happened so quick. That's on board of the 99 of Fairman. Here we are on board with somebody else now. Just trying to avoid the mayhem, ends up just backing it down. Good work there by Eric Cropplethorne. Four of 50 laps. Not quite how you want to see this thing go on. They all work down here in the corner number 1. As lights are up, we'll go green flag racing. Next time by, Teresa starting up there on the outside. Levi Williams in the 01 starting down there on the inside. All right, here we go, side by side. Now we work down through the backstretch. Or I'm sorry, the front stretch here. Pace car's off. We're getting into that restart box, and away we go for James Wagoner Welding down here, down into corner number 1. They go storming. That inside line there with Jeff Scott there in second is trying to push that them along. Out there on the outside, being pushed along on the outside. Oh, okay. We got Adam Sprinkle up there showing in the lead at the moment. Blinking in and out. Not sure what's going on with the 77. They work down the backstretch. See Adam Sprinkle out there in front. Possibly a mishap with the scoring. Oh, come on now, cameras. Do a better job as they come down the front stretch. And there we go. Back around again. More cars upside down. Carnage once again as smoke is billowing there, coming down into corner number 1 once again. The 01. Levi Williams smoking. Damage there on that car. Caden Gray up here in second. Robert Lynch there in third. And this track tonight is all about survival. Greg Jolly out. Larry Fairman out. Mark Morton out. Liam Bell. Or sorry, Liam Beebe There in the 83, Kane Bell, Ryan Hunter back here. Towards the back, car all tore up. Edward Fiedler back here in 20th, Chris Ramsey in 19th. And that 13 machine, Tim Richardson back there in the number 2. Drivers trying to get it figured out here. Levi down there in the pits in that 01 as that car is destroyed at the moment. There you see Rick Baldwin, and in front of him, Barker. And drivers try to get worked up through the field here. Brian Hennings there in second with Teresa out front. Alrighty, let's see. We're on lap number 9. Teresa out front, Robert Lynch there. We got a bunch of them coming in the pits. Rick Baldwin, James Wagoner, Brian Hennings, Johnny Hurst, Caden Gray, Mike Presley, Nathan Peacock, Edward Fiedler coming in. Brian Hunter back here with some damage on that machine. Kane Bell, same with Liam Beebe. Lights still on that pace machine, and they come back around here to the front stretch, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am. This is the back stretch. All right, Tim Richardson back here in 5th. Justin Hollings there in 6th. Rick Baldwin there 7th. Chris Ramsey in 8th. James Wagner 9th with Logan Gill back here in 10th. All right, down that back stretch. Lights are out. We'll be going back. Green flag racing. Hopefully we can keep it green for a while now here at the iRacing Super Speedway. As Teresa Spiker out front there in that 70 machine as your race leader at the moment. And on down here in the corner number 3. Now, before hopefully we're going to get growing back green flag racing in just a moment. As they work out a 4 here, that pace car should dip down there to pit road. And now they sets the field free to come down there into that restart box for the James Wagoner Welding Xfinity Series here tonight. Oh, no, this isn't Xfinity. I'm sorry, this is their Super Speedway Series. I work here through 1 and 2. On that backstretch, you see that 29 up piling. He's up there with Teresa as they work down here through the backstretch, now in the corner number 3. A long way around this racetrack. Three wide coming down through the front stretch. Teresa down there on the bottom. There's Tim Richardson up there in the middle being pushed along by James Wagoner as they work down the front stretch here back into corner number 1. Getting up to full speed here slowly. And if you remember correctly, the lap times in qualifying, hang on to it there, Doogie. As they whirl down the backstretch, if you remember back to qualifying, their qualifying times were about a 56 average. 56 point something average. Now that we're running in a pack, the best time out there that I'm seeing for personal bests and stuff, that is, they're running down around 52 to 53 for a lap time. Now we just have some 51s come up on the board. So they knocked a good 5 seconds off just by running in the draft, running in a pack. They come rolling here out of turn number 2, back down that back straightaway. Everybody's side by side up there toward the front. They go 3 wide, putting the 0 of Caden Gray in the middle as they go through the corner here. Up there, 3 wide. As they work here now off of corner number 4, back down that front straightaway. Looking like it wants to go 4 wide. They bit for a split second there at the 19. Rick Baldwin shoots up there to the outside and gains quite a bit of ground. And he now falls back in line behind the 74 there at Brian Hennings. And they are side by side, getting squirrely down here through turn number 1 and 2. And they work here off of corner number 2, down the backstretch. There you see the 7 of Justin Hulling down there on the inside. Here comes that 072 up there on the outside. Here comes that Flex Seal machine in front of the 072. They're doing a great job working here off the corner. There you see that Reese's number 29 right behind Teresa. That is Rowdy as he fights down there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Down here through the front straightaway. I'm sorry, back straightaway. I worked through 1 and worked through 3 and 4. Teresa doing a great job down there on the bottom. Here comes that 0 of Caden Gray getting a run on the outside as they work down here through. I'm getting lost now which side of the racetrack we're on. Have to see here if I can catch the wall on one of these corners to give me a indication as they are tight. And there they go. They're wrecking again as the 0 and oh no, 2 cars upside down. We've got 1 car going sliding down there against the safer barrier down there on the bottom side. I believe that was might have been Brian Hennings that went for a ride there. He was upside down and went sliding down through. Off the corner, there you see Brian Hennings at number 74, just nowhere to go as those drivers are fighting it out. Comes down there against the bottom, tries to get it, and then just gets picked up across the nose of the double zero, gets spun, and it just picks him up when he hits the wall. Him and the double zero of Caden Gray, both up on their lids. And I didn't catch if the 2 was also on their lid or not, but I know they were up in the air. Seen quite a few of the cars here tonight. Yeah, the 2 did go up into the air, but he didn't stay over like the 74 did. The double zero of Caden Gray, he rolled it, did a barrel roll, and continued on going. And we're on lap number 16 here tonight. Good evening there. Jimmy, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good, Adam. How's it going?
Oh, it's a little crazy watching up here in the booth.
Yeah, it's definitely been... You got it right. It's definitely been crazy.
Well, what's it take to kind of survive at this track? It seems to be that's the name of the game tonight.
A lot of finesse, a lot of patience. Yeah, just a lot of finesse and a lot of patience. Especially if it being not even 20 laps into it, you gotta be really patient and really just manage who's all around you and what's going on around you. I'm sorry, what was that, Adam?
You seem to be having a pretty good run here tonight.
Yeah, I've been lucky enough to kind of avoid some of the wrecks. I don't know how I missed that last one, but iRacing somehow deemed me to get a 4X, so... But other than that, I'm going to try to keep doing the same.
Alrighty, well, good luck to you the rest of the night.
I appreciate it, Adam.
All right, that's Jimmy Powell as we were getting ready here for the... All right, green flag back in the air here as we get rolling. Jimmy Pilot being gracious enough to talk to us under caution as they work down the backstretch here. In the corner number 3, they go storming here as a pack. Highland up there in 4th. Got Teresa there to his outside. Hang on to it, fellas. Now there's a lot of racing left to go. And there you see, looks like at number 54, Kane Bell having some connection problems as they roll on down through here. Hanging in to corner at number 1 they go. 3 wide now. Teresa takes the middle lane, puts Ryan Hunter up there to the top side. Here comes that 54 down there in the middle now. He's going to take that spot away as they roll down the front stretch here, I believe. Or is it back stretch? It's one of the two, as we got the 55 now up there in the front. That's Adam Sprinkle in that so-called 55. He's 77 on the scoreboard. And they come out of 4 now down the front stretch. Racing going on here. Teresa on the outside. He got the 98 there of Eric Copplethorne down there on the inside. A lot of drivers lap down, starting with Brian Headings. Headings, Wagner, Presley down 2. Richardson down 2. Wagner still on track. Presley still on track. Richardson still on track. Starting with Peyton Gray, and where we start seeing drivers out, but Cooper's still out there. All right, side by side, back down through that front stretch. Now we see them all working together there down here in the corner number 1. 23 of 50 complete. And we got another caution out on the speedway. Let's see what this one's for. Oh, we got the pack racing here hard. Netcode there with Jeff Scott off of Teresa. Sends him up into the outside wall. Ends up upside down. Oh, Jeff Scott now taking a roll. So bad case of netcode there between Jeff Scott and Teresa to send him up and around. Oh, back under caution here once again in the iRacing Super Speedway race. for this Super Speedway Series from James Wagoner Welding and Roughneck Racing. Become elite. Okay, well now. Some drivers taking this opportunity to pit, like Rick Baldwin, Justin Hollings, Ryan Hunter, Edward Fielder, Liam Beebe, Johnny Hurst, Chris Ramsey, Jeff Scott obviously came in. James Wagoner's coming in. Oh, out front, Robert Lynch Jr. out there in the number 21. Adam Sprinkle back there in second, that number 55 car. Jimmy Pilon back there in the 3. Eric Copperthorne back here in fourth. Kane Bell. Some big movers here tonight. Edward Fielder up 16. David Peacock up 20. Rick Baldwin back here in 8th. Peacock's one of the ones that didn't qualify, so ended up starting to the back for that reason. Is up 20 spots, sitting here in 7th. Now we're down under 25 laps to go now. Lights are out. There you go, racing. Robert Lynch out there in front. Adam Sprinkle there second. Jimmy Pilon there third. Kane Bell there fourth. Eric Copperthorne there in fifth. Teresa Spiker in sixth. Nathan Peacock there seventh with Rick Baldwin in eighth. And they come rolling off the corner. Down the back straight away. Heading towards corner number 3. Side by side they are. Getting ready for a restart. Green flag in the air. They're down their way. They're green flag racing once again down that front straightaway here, heading into corner number 1. You see Rowdy down there on the inside below the 55 of Adam Sprinkle as Eric Copperthorne, he comes moving up there, along with Kane Bell. They're going 3 wide almost as Teresa tries to split them back here. Ends up getting in line down there on the bottom side. And Rowdy sitting there in second. Kind of heard what he was saying about survival. It's all about finesse here. And just kind of, you got to have a lot of luck on your side. Where things can happen in a blink of an eye. I would see Wagner's 1 lap down. Tim Richardson 1 lap down. Or no, 2 laps down, sorry. Presley's 2 laps down. Scott is sitting in the pits. Cooper's 5 laps down as they work down here through corner number 3, I believe, if I'm thinking correct. Oh no, turn number 2, okay. And they work down the backstretch. All right, cameras, why do you do this to me? Down here through the front stretch, side by side, Lynch out front down there on the bottom side, but Rick Baldwin trying to make a run at it out there on the outside. Rowdy's down there on the inside in that Reese's machine. Now we're down to 22 laps to go here at the iRacing Super Speedway for the Roughneck Racing League Become Elite and the James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series. They're all battling all kind of ways. Up here towards the front, back here towards the middle of the pack. Johnny Hurst and them all battling away. There you see the 3 of Johnny Hurst a little bit beaten up from taking a couple spills here tonight. And work down there across off the corner. Back down here through the front straightaway. Now head down here in the corner number 1. 21 laps to go for the racing here of this race tonight. Down here around the corner. About 20 minutes to go if you want to try to think of it that way. If we stay green. Otherwise, if we go yellow, it will drag it out. Now, the caution lap is about 2 minutes around the speedway. And head on down through here. Best time, it looks to be, I'm not sure who has the best time. .15:31 by Jeff Scott. So that's pretty quick. And head on down through out of corner number 4. Back around here onto that front stretch. Or I'm sorry, no, back stretch. Sorry, got flipped around there once again. Down here side by side. There you see the 27 of Brian Hunter down there on the inside. We saw him beat up quite a bit tonight. Crew did a pretty good job mending that car back together as they go 4 wide. And oh no, we got one up into the outside wall. Trying to see who that might have been. As he's still up there, that's the mellow yellow machine. That's the 13. Chris Ramsey. Irish fighting back and forth. Here you see them 3 wide, working down through corner number 3 and 4. Back out onto that front stretch, coming across the line. Or I'm sorry, no, they're going down the back stretch. My bad. As the 7 of Justin Hollings is around. Caution is out. Hollings up there, and oh, the 54 blinked out, ended up catching him. Spun out by an invisible car. That's never fun. $18 laps to go. Caution back out on the speedway. $17 laps to go. As the field comes into pit road, Wagner not on pit road. Is he? Oh no, he is on pit road. No, clicked on the wrong driver. No, Wagner is out on track, getting that lap back. They're all coming out of pit road now. And Wagner brings it on to pit road. All right, they're doubling back up. Soon to be 15 to go. Thought they were doubling up anyway. Yeah, they are. Oh, yeah, Rick Baldwin out front. Brian Hunter. Jimmy Pilon doing a great job here tonight out there towards the front. Battling for the lead at a couple parts tonight. Green flag back in the air, 16 laps to go for the James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series from the iRacing Super Speedway here tonight. And we head on down here in the corner number 1, side by side, almost 3 wide there in spaces. 15 laps to go. And they work down the backstretch. Down here in the corner number 3. Side by side in places, single file and others. And other drivers are going 3 wide here through the corner. Rowdy had to almost take it out there to the outside. Did not want to quite do that as he got bobbed back down there in line. Now they come here off the corner, down here in through the front straightaway. Great run so far. They rolled down the front straightaway, down into corner number 1. Have some connection issues there for a couple of the drivers as they head down here into corner number 1. 14 laps to go here at ISS, iRacing Super Speedway. And they roll down the back straightaway. And if anybody's curious, this is a fictional racetrack that iRacing came up with. Now we bring it on down here through off the backside. Down here in the corner number 3. 4 wide, possibly, as they're tight down there against the bottom once again with Rick Baldwin being the meat in that sandwich. And he rolls down here towards the stripe. Everybody getting it back in line. 2 by 2. Now you see that. Brian Innings out there on the bottom side after taking that tumble earlier is back on the lead lap, back out here, running for second right at the moment. I've seen Wagner back here just trying to survive as he's trying to catch back up to the pack. As this pack is storming along. You can see Wagner way back here. And they all come storming down here into corner number 3. Now we're out to 54 of Kane Bell on pit road. Out of 4 they come. Everybody jostling for position. 12 laps to go now as they come across the line. Drivers not liking some of the areas, trying to back out on others. Hang on to it there, fellas. As they work here off of corner number 2, back out onto that backstretch. 4 wide there. Track's wide enough for it if they can hang together. They're going to end up bringing it back down to 3 wide. And then finally back into 2 as they roll down the backstretch. Scratch that. They're going to kick it back 3 wide coming into the corner of corner number 3. Nope, 2 wide it is. Now that was a nice shot just to show you how quickly these cars move on down the racetrack here at iRacing Super Speedway. And now they come back around here to the front stretch with 11 laps to go now as they head back into corner number 1. Out here through off of corner number 2. Gary, careful there, guys. Rick Baldwin, watch that bumper. You don't want to get it turned. As they head down the backstretch down here in the corner number 3. What a night of racing it is for these guys as they work on down through here. And there we go. Baldwin getting kicked up the racetrack. Caution is out. Hennings now back up there into the outside wall. And Man, they end up taking, oh man, more cars, carnage there, spinning out of corner number 4. They're at the 7 stop, the 77, the 072, missing the front end, blown engine on that machine. That might be it for the 072 of Nathan Peacock. Here we go, down here off of the corner. There you see them all just kind of squeezed down there onto Baldwin. And they just end up pitching sideways. You see Rowdy go up there to the outside to try to avoid it all. Does get around it. Nathan Peacock there in the 072. He just ends up wrong spot. Headings comes up across the nose of the machine. He comes down, ends up getting picked up. Drove through pretty much of the 55. Ends up in the outside wall, smashed there. That's where the engine blew, it looks like. Finishes off there when Hennings hits him once again, tearing the front end of that machine off. Tire broke. Tough break there for Peacock and others. Alrighty, missing another one. And he ended up there against that outside wall as he saw it happening. Got up there, worked his way around it. Now working down through here with 9 laps to go. Up the corner. All right. 9 laps to go here to finish this one out. Barbara Lynch Jr. out there in front. You got Eric Copperthorne there in second. Jimmy Pilot up there in third. Edward Fielder up 22 positions, currently sitting there in fourth. James Wagoner sitting in fifth. Johnny Hurst there in sixth. Ryan Hunter in seventh. Liam Beebe there in eighth. Rick Baldwin in ninth. Chris Ramsey, he's rolling around along the bottom side. A little bit torn up. As here comes the 7 of Hollings, still in the lead lap. Here comes Teresa. Rolling out of the pits. Brian Hennings back there as well. They're going side by side. We'll go green flag racing once again with 7 laps to go. They work out the backstretch. Got a few drivers trying to get back up there. And Wagner went from being 2 laps down to 1 lap down to now being in 5th position down there on the inside lane. He's sitting 3rd car back. And come working off the corner. I'm trying to see what's going on back here. Looks like the 13 there. Ramsey just trying to find his position. Pace car pulls off. 7 laps to go. Side by side. Rowdy down there on the inside giving a bump there to the 21 to get him started there at the 98. There to the outside of Eric Carpenter, and he's trying to get back up there. Now everybody rolls along 3 wide back here with, you got the number 2 there. Richardson to the outside as he's a lap down. Now going 4 wide there with the noses the way they are squeaking by. Brian Hennings now moves up through. You got the 55 down there on the bottom of the racetrack. That is the 77 of Adam Sprinkle. If I'm remembering correctly. Yes. Now they're pack racing down here in the corner number 3. The 072 of Nathan Peacock still on pit road. As we said, his night may be over. That is yet to be seen though as they roll down the front stretch. Rick Baldwin going 3 wide down here in the corner number 1. And he's there in the middle. He's going to try to get around Doogie there in the number 30, which he does. Keep it easy, guys. Keep it easy. Rick Baldwin up there on the top side. Now he brings with him the 3 of Johnny Hurst as they whirl down here through the back stretch once again. As they're 3 wide. Wagner up there on the outside, trying to get a little bit of side draft work action going on as he works down here in the corner at number 3. 6 laps to go here at the iRacing Super Speedway. Who's it going to take home the win here tonight in the Season 6 Super Speedway Series from James Wagoner Welding and Roughneck Racing? Become elite as they roll down the front stretch again down here across the start finish line. Side by side, 3 wide action going on here as we head down here in the corner number 1. Robert Lynch Jr. been battling a lot up here. Same with Rowdy. As they've both been working that wheel. Hang on to it there, Hurst. You don't want to lose it now. As they work back here across. Teresa, tough break for her. She's back here. No, I guess she's still on the lead lap, but definitely way far back here. Not quite where she thought she would be after incidents. Now I've kind of taken her out of contention at the moment. With 5 laps, soon to be 4 laps to go, they come here out of turn number 4 down that front straightaway. Rick Baldwin really tight down there to Rowdy down there on that inside lane. And we know what happens when they get too tight. Up there on the outside, they were running pretty tight up there as well. And they now fall back in line. 3 wide now going here in the corner number 1. Up the racetrack, a couple of them go. There goes Wagner up there along with Hennings. Here comes the 7 of Hullings coming along now. Going to try to work that top line to get up there. That bottom line. Trying to do what they can. Now they're going 4 wide for the lead. Coming down here in the corner number 1. Now he gets the block on Wagner, so that's going to make it 3 wide for second place. Now back there, and oh no, problems. As the 98 gets turned around, Hurst involved once again. Green-white checker here for us tonight. Hey, drivers now work off here. You see that 98 just kind of shoot up the racetrack, ends up getting spun, takes more of them up. Hurst involved, Hollings involved, Hennings involved once again. And we head back on down here under caution once again. 3 laps to go. So green-white checker to finish this one out here, folks. James Wagoner back here in 5th position. Quite a few drivers out of this one. Others in the pits. Tim Richardson still hanging on the racetrack for some points. Same with Adam Sprinkle. They're hanging out towards the back at this time. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here to Fleeger Farm TV as we watch the James Wagoner Welding Super Speedway Series this Monday evening. As the lights are still on that pace machine, we're going to take at least one more lap around. Well, yeah, we're coming out of turn 4. We'll see if they come off. We got a few drivers down there on pit road, the likes of Justin Hollings, Brian Hennings, Chris Ramsey, Mike Presley, Johnny Hurst, all down on pit road at this time. As lights go out, we're going to go green flag next time by. All right, here we go. Green flag back out in the air. Down here to corner number 1, they go storming as we try to figure out who's going to be your winner here tonight. 2 laps to go. Hopefully they can hold it together till we get to the white flag. They try to get in line down there on the bottom side as that's Rowdy trying to squeeze in front of Wagner down there on the inside. Here we go. Down through corner number 1 they go. Out through 2, out here back towards the middle of the pack is Liam Beebe up there in the 83, now up 18 spots from where he started. Edward Fielder up 17. They come down through. Here comes Baldwin now back to the outside there, making it 3 wide. Going to break it 2 wide now as he comes down here in the corner number 3 and 4. Keep it together, guys. Don't get too antsy here. And they keep it nice and tight coming down there off the corner. White flag in the air. Final lap. We are going to finish this one out, this lap, as they now come around down here in the corner at number 1. Baldwin there second. Wagner there third. Rick Baldwin there in 4th. Now 5th as Copperthorn is down here off the corner. Up there now in 4th is Wagner 3rd as they come down through the backstretch. Everybody trying to work together, trying to find out what position they want to be in, who's going to work with who as they come down here to the final corners. Up 3 and 4, they go up here climbing the banking. Here comes Wagner up there to the outside. He's got the run on second place. Can he do anything to try to get out there to front? As they come off, Baldwin now comes up. As they come across, it is going to be Baldwin most likely with the win. Robert Lynch with second. Teresa with third. As Wagner falls back in the fourth. As others are coming crashing across the line. Race results. Rick Baldwin coming home with the win. Robert Lynch there in second. Teresa there third. James Wagner fourth. Ryan Hunter rolls tonight in fifth. Eric Copperthorne there in sixth. Liam Beebe there seventh. Edward Fiedler there in eighth. Jimmy Pilen there in ninth with Mike Presley there 10th. Chris Ramsey finishes tonight in 11th. Tim Richardson in 12th. Adam Sprinkle there 13th. Brian Hennings in 14th. Justin Hollings there 15th. Johnny Hare 16th. Jerome Cooper there in 17th. And 20th tonight. 18th is going to be Jeff Scott. 19th, Nathan Peacock. 20th, Kane Bell. Levi Williams bringing home 21st. Caden Gray there in 22nd. 23rd going to Logan Gill. Barker, also known as Ace, comes home in 24th. Greg Jolly comes home in 25th. Finishing night 26th is Larry Fairman with Mark Mort finishing out your field tonight in 27th. All righty, let's see who we got around here to get a hold of. We need to try to find Teresa. Which I don't see Teresa. Oh, wait, there we go. Haha, found her. Good evening, Mama T. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Well, you qualified pole tonight, but unfortunately, the race had other thoughts for you, apparently.
Yes, it sure did. It sure did. I got into a few things there, but I'm glad for a third place. I'll take that.
Yeah, this doesn't seem, with the long straights and high banks here, it seems like it'd be an easy track, but in reality, it's not.
No, it's not easy. You have to really. I've run this track a lot. It's my favorite track. It's the turns. You have to stick the turn exactly right.
Well, not to mention you got to be worried about all the other drivers around you.
Right, exactly.
So, car looked great out there. You at least came home third. You got sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here for coming home in third tonight?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Roughneck and all the team here that worked so hard to put this together. It's a lot of fun. And I'd like to also shout out to the VRX group and all the drivers, admins, and everybody. And prayers to all of you.
Alrighty, well, how do you think this is going to shape things up as this season's going on? We change tracks, we change cars every week as we take Xfinity to the Talladega next week.
Oh, that'll be a fun one. That'll be interesting to see.
So you think going from here to Talladega is gonna be fun, or can you take some of the momentum from here in the next week?
Absolutely. It definitely gives you a confidence booster. So I'll see you on Talladega.
Alrighty. Well, congrats on your third place tonight, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you so much. Have a great one.
You too.
Bye.
All right, that was Mama T. As we got them up here with trying to find out where they go here. Robert Lynch we're looking for. think this is him. Good evening, Robert. How's it going?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hopefully I found the right Robert. You finished second tonight, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so I found Lynch. Okay. Wasn't sure if I found Lynch or not. But you got second tonight. Kind of some hair-raising moments up there.
Yeah, it was. I know that Rick Baldwin he did a lot of side drafting, and of course, a lot of people aren't real good at knowing what to deal with when people are side drafting them. And so I'm sure he made Jimmy and everybody behind us a little bit wary, though, with all that side drafting. But it was a good race. People go 3 wide because we can get a really good, strong run here at this track. And people, like I did, that's how I got up towards the front anyways. I took the outside line to begin with, and that got me up through, and I was able to luckily miss all those accidents and get through them, and that what's got me up to the front. And so, but man, they got me there at the end because my push partner got wrecked, and so Mama T pushed Rick to the win. So
It definitely was closer at the finish. I thought maybe Wagner was going to get third, but he fell back in the fourth.
yeah. If you look at the finish, I believe he was 3 wide. He was in the middle. He was on the bottom side of Mama T between me and Mama T, and so that's why he got fourth, I think.
Yeah, it was definitely close.
Yeah, but when I lost my push partner on the bottom, I was losing all momentum, and they had it. So it's like, congrats to them,
Definitely congrats there, and congrats for you bringing home second, avoiding a lot of the mayhem. Maybe you didn't avoid it all, but you avoided enough to at least let you get up there in the second place.
Yeah. I had to use my fast repair tonight, so I did get caught up in one of them. But hey, that's what that one fast repair is for.
Well, who's your sponsors or shout-outs you want to give for helping you get up here into victory lane tonight?
The league, Dougie, Tim, Matthew, my son. There, it's just the league and all the sponsors that are part of the league. And you for calling the race. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's a pleasure every week to do so. Oh, what do you think you're going to have in store for us next week at Talladega? More survival?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We had a good car, a good setup. My crew did real good at changing the tires when we needed to. I only took 1 set of tires tonight. We didn't really burn them up that much, but it was all about fuel management too, and taking the fuel at the right time because you only get about 20 laps per tank, and you just never know when a caution was going to come out. So it's all about managing it right and being lucky, I guess. And but same with Talladega is going to be the same way.
Well, alrighty. Well, we'll see you next week for Talladega. Enjoy your second place finish here tonight.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, let's see if we can get a hold of Rick Baldwin. Good evening, Rick. How's it going?
Hey, I was waiting on you. How you been?
I've been doing well. You had a pretty decent race up there. Apparently, you were making a few drivers nervous, though.
Yeah, well, I figured out late in the race that a side draft was worth a lot more than getting pushed around. So my goal for the last quarter of the race was pinch those drivers down at the bottom and use their side draft to keep up with them. And I found out that towards the end of the race that I didn't need help from behind. I could simply side draft the cars in the inside lane. So it ended up working for me. I was getting huge runs out of 2 and also out of 4.
Yeah, you definitely were getting enough of a run. It's just making sure you didn't get too close for the old neck coat to wear its ugly head, which it did at least once tonight, I saw.
Right. Yeah. Well, that is a risk I'm willing to take. I don't have any teammates out here, so it's just me on these super speedways. So I got to use every advantage I can take. And it turned out Gen 4 on iRacing Super Speedway side draft is the answer.
Well, I think pretty much you can get a side draft on the trucks too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. This track is unique because the engine's not limited. You don't have your typical super speedway package, so the speeds are insane. Yeah, we're easily hitting over 200 miles an hour at this racetrack, even in the trucks. So yeah, this track's unique. It requires a different skill set than I'd say at Talladega or Daytona.
And part of that skill set is knowing how to survive.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry everybody, I was making nervous. I know I had an incident on pit lane with Sprinkle there. I'm sorry about that. Little mix-up, awkward moment. So I apologize for that little incident. But otherwise, great race.
Alrighty, well, who's your sponsors or shout-outs you want to give here tonight?
Shout out to Roughneck Racing, Wagoner's Welding, as always. Thanks you guys for all your support and all the admins here at Roughneck Racing. Yeah, you guys are in for a hell of a season, so I'm looking forward to being part of it, at least on Mondays. And yeah, y'all have a great season and have a great day.
Alrighty, well, we look forward to seeing what you got to bring for us there at Talladega as we take that track on in the Xfinity cars next week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll be great. Talladega's nice because we got that third lane there, so I look for some three-wide action. More than we see here at the iRacing Super Speedway, so it should be a great race.
Yeah, it definitely should be, so we look forward to seeing that.
Yeah, it's nice to talk to you again, Flieger. I appreciate everything you do.
All right, thank you. Enjoy your victory tonight.
Yeah, take care. I want to do some donuts.
All right, that was Rick Baldwin, our race winner tonight. We want to say congrats to all the winners out here. Congrats to all the drivers that made it to the end. That's no easy feat. And hopefully we'll see them back again next week as we take on the Xfinity Series at Talladega. Everybody have a great night, and thank you for watching.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
afraid to say how I feel, to know I let you down. These late nights turn to days, don't wanna let you down. With each breath we give away, it'll never be the same. I'm chasing somebody who won't ever ease the pain, but I don't want half of your heart, heart, heart. You can have it back if it's only half of your